What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back. We are back for another episode review of Power Book 2 Ghosts. Okay, season 2, episode 8, drug related. So let's just go ahead and get up into this episode. So the episode starts off with court. Okay, I guess it's the opening day of trial for Tariq. Okay, we got the prosecutor. She up there giving her opening statement, basically trying to make it seem like, I mean, to be honest, what the prosecutor is saying is correct. Okay, besides the fact that put that Ramirez murder on him, other than that, everything else that she said correct. Okay, he came up in privilege, but he's still out here doing the mess that he doing, and he hurting this person, doing all this stuff. Okay, just making him seem like a all out bad person. And in actuality, she is not lying. All right, but we just don't want that to be the case. Okay, we don't want to hear those words. We know what it is. So of course, Davis get up there, give his opening statement, and at this point, it's that one particular juror. And I feel like this is what they do, or you have to do in a court case or whatever, like these lawyers. This is how you present reasonable doubt. Because when Davis was giving his opening statement, did you notice that the black lady with the hair, he kept on looking at her and she was interacting with him? I said, oh yeah, he got one in the pocket right there. Not saying that she on the team, but she could probably be swayed by his, testimony or whatever, his defense or whatever he put up there. Trying to paint him as this good person. He's not this bad guy. He was out here trying to get custody of his sister. He's at this Ivy League school. He getting straight A's. I said, he getting straight A's with all of this. You have got to be a psychopath, okay? You have got to be a psychopath to be letting all this stuff go on and then still be getting good. I said, bitch, it wouldn't have been me. I would have said, this school, okay, I'm finna go ahead and do what I gotta do. But at this point, after Davis gives his opening statement, Sullivan gets up there and was like, we got him on tape saying his motive behind, taking out, I think, either Reynolds or whoever. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, Davis was like, wait a minute, hold up. What are you talking about? What tape? We didn't hear nothing about no tape, so they got to go to the judge, okay? The judge is the same judge that Davis used to get, Tariq, bail, okay? So at this point, they like, we ain't know nothing about this, and if it was supposed to be a tape or a confession or something like that, the prosecutor's supposed to have shown us. You know what I'm saying? She making up excuses about how they didn't have time, or yeah, they didn't show it to him or whatever. So the judge went on ahead and said, okay, so y'all gonna be able to look at it, the defense, but the only people that can look at it is your team and not Tariq, okay? Next thing you know, we see Lauren up in there and talking to Sullivan. Baby, they just putting her in a hole. Her and her parents, let me tell you something. The mama is more concerned about the fact that Reynolds is gone because he was fine. Okay? I said, ma'am, your husband standing right there, he ain't. Okay? And he's a tall drink of water. You know what I'm saying? And you just gonna say that right there in front of him? You disrespectful, bitch. Okay? Lauren is still like, I really gotta get up here. Ain't no way I can get out of here, because she don't want to testify against Tariq, and then looking at him doing the whole thing, she still cares about him, And of course Sullivan is like, no, you still got to do what you got to do. I said, ain't that about a bitch? Carrie need her ass whooped, okay? They was like, even the parents said, your brother was a drug addict, but at least he wasn't dumb enough to get caught with the drugs. I said, well, shit, you didn't have to say all of that, okay? Make the girl feel bad as hell, and it wasn't even her drugs, Caramel Keisha need to bring her ass up in there because she the one that gave them drugs to her, trying to peer pressure her to take it. But anyway, after all of that, we get Effie, wait a minute, at the courthouse, Alvin, the conservator, whatever. He come up there to Tariq. Tariq was like, damn, so you supposed to be following me everywhere? He was like, no, I'm just going to tell you what's good. Okay, basically, if you don't get out of this situation, what's going to happen is Yasmin is going to go to a foster care family because there is a family that's wanting to adopt her right now. Tariq was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, your father had this all played out. I said, wait a fucking minute. Ghost ain't shit even in death, okay? He is still causing problems. Ghost basically put it in his will that if anything ever happened, Yasmin needs to be adopted to the family. If the family get taken out, Yasmin is to be adopted. Her last name is to be changed and her records should be sealed so that they can't find any records of her, being the St. Patrick or anything like that, so that they can't look up the previous history and all this stuff. I said, oh my God, you're trying to rewrite history, Ghost, even in death. Tariq is over it. I said, now you really got to win this case, okay? Meanwhile, you got Effie and Braden going over there to meet Braden's dude to get some drugs or whatever. And, he was about to give them some coke. Come to find out, if it wasn't for Effie, Braden dumbass would have went on ahead because he was up there being chummy with old boy. He would have got some stepped on coke, okay? Man, Effie had tasted that stuff because he was doing too much sweet talking, the dealer, okay? Getting all good with Braden or whatever because I guess they homeboys and I guess Braden's brother used to use him or whatever. And Effie tasted that shit and said, this shit stepped on. My people, we like more expensive stuff, more better stuff than this. And it's not necessarily expensive. It's the fact that she can taste that it's been cut multiple times, okay? So it's not pure enough. And so at this point the dude get pissed and he leave. Now Braden trying to figure out what the hell they gonna do, and so they had to tell Tariq, and Tariq was like, cool, I'm glad that you didn't take it because that's what we need. But at this point in time, you got the Tejadas, you got Monet and Kane, and you got, Tariq. They both need money. Kane and them need money for Davis, okay? So that he can go ahead, keep their name and keep them clear. Tariq need money for Davis as well, okay? Tariq need money so that he can defend his case. Mind you, Davis basically told him, if you don't pay me by tomorrow, you're going to be up here with a public defender in the next time you go to court. And then you're going to really be serving 25 to life. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Davis really is just about money. And he just don't care. You know what I'm saying? And on the one hand, you got to respect it, Meanwhile, because he's upfront with it. That's what I mean, respect it. You got to respect the fact that he's telling you the damn truth, okay? He ain't sugarcoating. I want my money, okay? And if I ain't got my money, I ain't giving you no service, okay? This is a capitalist ass world, You give, I take, you give, So at this point, we get to Diane. Diane and Monet has not had the best of relationships at this point, and we trying to figure out what's gonna happen between them. It's some shit that's going on. She basically, girl, I can't remember. Anyway, Diane and Monet. At this point, I feel like Diane gonna get killed by Monet, okay? Because Monet and her, they was trying to click, trying to figure out what's going on with Drew and Lorenzo. But then also, while they up there having this conversation, Monet's phone kept on ringing, and she was like, "Who is that?" It's Zeke's agent. Shit, just blowing on my phone. Let me take this phone call. So she go in the room, and it's Dante. Dante is, she was like, why you keep on calling me? He looking at a ring, okay? I said, oh, that shit was fancy. The device that he had it in and everything. And I was just like, Dante, let this go. Let this go. Don't blow up that lady's spot. You should know how these niggas are up in the game, okay? They just, you putting her in danger, okay? Just wait your turn. Just wait it, okay? Baby, she just kept on saying, I already told you what it is, all right? You need to stop calling. It ain't gonna happen, okay? It is what it is. Imagine she loud and Diane is listening on the outside the door. And I said, oh no. So she, at this point, from listening to that whole conversation and then hearing, I think she heard Dante's name. Okay. Mama then took her ass into Monet's room and was looking at all of her stuff. Found this Bible from a hospital, and she turns the page and just so happened to see a baby picture, okay? Like a newborn, fresh out the womb baby picture. And she turned it over, and it was Ezekiel's, okay? So Diane took it upon herself to call the hospital that was at the beginning of that Bible, that was stamped in there on red, and ask for the birth certificate of Ezekiel Cross, born in 2002. Baby, why the hospital say, I mean, we probably got it, but it ain't no 2002. I said, bitch, So you mean to tell me Monet been going around here making Ezekiel think that he was born in a certain year and he probably was, and that's why that motherfucker dumb as fuck because he too old to be up in. Bitch, is he too old or is he too young? Which one is it? Okay, I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, what is the discovery? You know, Kane had came in on Dante while he was on the phone with Monet, told him to wait and all that stuff. And at this point, since they both need the money, Tariq and the Tejadas. So Tariq come up with this plan that involves the Tejadas to get them the money. Even though he really don't want to fuck with them, he got to use them at this point. And the plan is, as he gets them all together, you know, they come together, they gonna use GGT to rob Mecca. They said we gotta rob the Connect. That's what we gonna do, and it's not gonna be us. It's gonna be we gonna get Lil Guap, okay? You know. And I said, oh shit. But look, Guap look like he'll fuck it up and get himself killed. And at this point, that's kind of what they need because why do we need him at this point? Okay, he's a little lackey to what's his name? You know, he's just hanging on by a thread to Kane, and so they gonna do that. They want to get Drew involved, and Drew didn't want to do it up until they found out that Drew found out that Lil Guap was gonna be there, and he said, "Just let me pull the trigger on that nigga, and I do it." And I was like, you know what, Drew? Since when you want to be a bat boy? All right. I said, so we finna be killing niggas all up in this motherfucker, right? I said, that's how we doing it. That's how we doing it. That's how we doing it. So Tariq goes up there to meet with Davis in his office, and Davis basically made it known that he got the tape, okay? Because Tariq kept on saying, I ain't never said nothing about this case to nobody. I ain't never said nothing, okay? So at this point, when Davis let it be known that, listen, I got the tape right here, right now, but I can't let you hear it. I've heard it, but I can't let you hear it because it'll mess up my firm's credibility. It can get me disbarred and all of that stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this right here and I'm going to go to the bathroom or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go check on something. He was like, what? I said, Tariq. He's leaving it open so you can go ahead and snoop without his knowledge, okay? So he go and he punched the space bar, and baby, it is that recording of him talking to Lauren, and Lauren asking about, whether or not Reynolds was talking about Braden in his books, and, Tariq was like, no, it wasn't him, plus Reynolds only talk about black people, okay? So at this point, I said, oh, snap, y'all better go take care of Lauren, okay? Lauren just might die, I don't know, but, at this point, Tariq is pissed. He was like, why would she do something like this? Okay, why the hell would she do something like this to me and then wouldn't say nothing? But at this point, and I'm so glad that Davis did this, Davis tried to calm him down and say, oh, it really wasn't her fault. She was forced to do it by Carrie. Okay, he was like, what? Ain't this some bullshit? Meanwhile, or I should say Sax. Sax said that because he came into the office, or he came into the lobby when Tariq was about to go and he was heated. But at this point, Sax was trying to calm him down, like, listen, don't do nothing, okay? Just stay away from them too. And he was like, how the hell can I stay away from him when I got class with him tomorrow morning? I said, damn, how this gonna work out, okay? I'm sitting here like, oh shit. Meanwhile, we get this scene with Sax and Sullivan, and I said, girl, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see these pocketbooks running rubbing against each other. This ain't the type of one I want to see, So they doing it, and they like, every time we've ever seen Sax and Sullivan get it in, Sax was doing the damn thing. I had to give it to him. Like, Sax was doing the damn thing. But tonight, I was just like, what is this, Sax? Sullivan laying there like her coochie wasn't even wet. Bitch. She was like, okay. He was like, wait a minute, like this? Like this. I said, oh, why y'all not in the groove? What's going on? And then he kissed her, and that's when she said, get the fuck up off me. He was like, what? She said, no, it's one thing that we fucking doing a goddamn trial. That's one thing. But then you kissing me like we are in a relationship or some shit like that. What the hell is going on with you? He said, what if we could be in a relationship? She was like, you know what? Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? And then somehow it came up about the recording. And Sullivan was like, I mean, Tariq gonna be upset when he find out that it was his girlfriend, that who it is that's on the recording. And then Sack's the one that put it out there that he knows that it's the girlfriend. Not necessarily saying that Tariq know, but Sack said, oh, we know it's the girlfriend. But at this point, Sullivan is just so like, oh my God, how the hell do you know that? Okay, did you let Tariq listen to it? Did you listen to it? He was like, I listened to it and I figured it out. Tariq was in the room. She said something to him and all that stuff or whatever on the recording, so it was like 2 + 2 = 4. Sullivan ain't buying it, okay? At this point, she already know that y'all didn't let that boy listen to it, and without even saying that he listened to it, he said it in a roundabout way, where she put things together. She was like, you know what, get your ass the fuck out of here, and if something happened to Lauren, that's gonna be on your ass, okay? Listen, she had to hurry up and call the peoples to see if Lauren was okay. Girl, the next day, it's time for class, all right? Tariq is there early, okay? Y'all know Tariq either come in right when the class start or on late, okay? That's what he be. Baby, she getting a phone call. What's her name? Sullivan getting a phone call. Not Sullivan. Carrie keep on getting, like text messages and stuff like that. And, who she was getting a text message from? Sullivan, okay? And she ignored it at first. They first started to talk about telling the truth and what the truth is, and Tariq was like, oh, you mean like telling a lie or whatever. Bitch, they get to talking, okay, Carmel Frappuccino, Keisha was just saying how, sometimes it's okay to tell a lie or whatever. And then the little I don't know if he Asian or whatever, the boy that's always sitting in front of her, he was like, that's what liars say. Caramel Frappuccino, Keisha said, bitch, what you talking about? You need to calm the fuck down. I said, you know what? This is college. I had to remember that this is college because the way that they just so freely be cursing up in the classroom. And then the phone started ringing again, so Carrie had to go out and take the call. It was Sullivan basically telling her, listen, Tariq knows, okay? Tariq knows about Lauren. That bitch is in trouble, all right? You need to do something, okay? I just need to let you know. Girl, she come running out there. She was like, oh my God, it was a family emergency. I got to take care of this, okay? I'll be back next time. And then when she left, Caramel Keisha said, now you know that bitch definitely lied, okay? She ain't telling the truth. I said, bitch. She is funny on here. I love it. But she going over there. Tariq had already left out. She going over there to Lauren's dorm room. Lauren ain't there. The door opened though. But who in there? Tariq. Let me tell you this. At this particular moment, for me, like I already knew, but for me, just to confirm it, Carrie showed that she is the villain of this damn show, okay? She is the villain of this damn show because Tariq basically like, first of all, you come up in there and you acting all scared of him. I ain't finna act scared of no little boy, okay? That's one. Second of all, you acting like you finna jump his bones too. Now, ever since, I keep on seeing this, ever since Rox pointed that out, that she always looked like she about to have sex with somebody, I just can't not see it. And in this thing, she just like, she gives me fuck me vibes, okay, all the time. And I hate that for her. I hate seeing that about a fellow black woman, But that's what she giving, okay? I don't like to reduce them down to their sexuality, but that's what she giving, And at this point, Tariq was like, first of all, Lauren ain't here. Second of all, why the fuck would you tell her to go ahead, force her to do this over some pills that wouldn't have really got her in trouble? And they weren't even her drugs, okay? That's one. Two, did you not think about, I'm here to fucking save the girl. Did you not think about that it's going to be other people that's going to want her dead or try to hurt her? And I said, I didn't even think of that. I ain't even think of that. You got Monet, you got Kane, you got everybody else that's gonna get caught up in this shit with fucking Tariq. I said, you really did put this girl life up in danger and you up here worrying about goddamn Tariq, bitch. What about everybody else? If Tariq go to jail, what about everybody else that's probably gonna come after the girl? Girl, she was sitting there like, well, I didn't know and I needed to do this and she had no other choice and all this stuff and I would do whatever I can for my students. And he was like, yeah, you would, right? What you need to do is take the stand. That's what you need to do. And she was like, what? If I take the stand, it's just gonna prove that you did it. And he said you'll do anything for your students, right? I said, oops, what you gonna do? Meanwhile, Monet and Lorenzo up in there chit chatting or whatever because part of their plan is Monet's part is she got to keep Lorenzo away from what's going on, okay? And so she chatting it up with him. They doing flashbacks to back in the day when we was at Coney Island. You want to go to Coney Island? Yeah, let's do that. Because remember the last time you was there? I remember you had this dress on. And it was this color. It was that color. And then we would have got some cotton candy. We would have got a foot long and everything. We was all to the get. And she was like, Lorenzo is all geeked about this, with these memories and his flashbacks coming back. And Monet is just like, yeah, we did. I said, oh, bitch, you can't even fake this shit. You don't like that man no more. Girl, Diane come up in there listening to this shit, and she is disgusted, okay? She was like, Ma, I need to talk to you. She was like, girl, what the fuck you want? Girl, I'm finna get ready to go. She was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Where you about to go? I'm finna go to Zeke's game. Mind you, she not going to Zeke's game. She's going to Tariq's trial because she had, he texted her asking if she was gonna be there, and she said, of course. Okay, cool. So Diane leaves. Monet, was that Diane's room that she went into looking through all her stuff and then she found those condoms or whatever? I was like, what that mean? What's going on? At least she being safe, but obviously she ain't going out fucking nobody or nothing like that. Baby, I'm waiting to see what Miss Diane is finding out, okay? Oh, who? I was just like, oh, what's happening? Meanwhile, we get to the courthouse, right? Carrie found Sullivan, and she was like, girl, what's up with Lauren? She was like, we got Lauren in protective custody. And Carrie was like, okay, well, you got her in protective custody now. What about later, okay? When this whole thing is over with and you put him in jail and all this stuff, who gonna protect her then, okay? It was like, well, this is what we have to deal with, okay? So I don't know what to tell you. She was like, put me up on the stand. I can tell you the truth. I knew about Tariq and Reynolds. And she was like, why the fuck you ain't say nothing then? All right, fuck it. So then they get this girl up on the stand, right? Sullivan asking all the questions. So you knew about this whole situation. Yeah, I knew about it. Me and Reynolds was talking about it. And, he had told me that he told Tariq about the book and all this stuff. So when all this shit came up or whatever, I just knew that made it seem like he was a suspect or whatever because he only knew about it for a day. And next thing you know, Reynolds was dead and all this stuff. Woo, 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 whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. So now it's the defense turn to cross-examine her. Davis get his ass up there, and when I tell you he tore that bitch ass up, I was sitting here like, wait a fucking minute, you ain't have to go there. Now you ain't have. Are we making this about Tariq and Professor Reynolds' death, or are we making this about her whole facts? Which one is it? Davis said, "Bitch, I'm finna tear this hoe up, okay?" And I said, "This is why Tariq wanted her to go ahead and get up on there. It ain't gonna affect him." This is what defense attorneys do, okay? They put reasonable doubt up into into the jury mind, in the public mind, or whatever. And this is exactly what they did because Davis said, "Bitch, isn't it true that you got some situations going on with people on this case? At least 4 of them motherfuckers." And she was like, wait a minute, what? It was like, you got something going on with Jabari. Okay, that was your former lover. You had something to go on with Detective Whitman, who part of the case, right? And she was like, I mean, yeah, but that was years ago. But it's the same thing, bitch. You still got something going on with him. You had something going on with me. I said, Davis, you gonna put yourself out there like that? He said, hell yeah. Mama was up there studying like, I mean, now wait. I mean, yeah, but that was so long ago. And you also was fucking Zeke, huh? They ain't call him Big Zeke for nothing, though. I said, Big Dick Zeke. I said, what the fuck is happening? Okay? Bitch, when I tell you he tried to destroy the fuck out of her credibility, I said, now, Davis, you went the whole route. Okay? You went the whole route. But, he basically said, you know why they don't want the students to be doing stuff with the professors. And she gave the reason why. Because if they get into a situation to make the students feel as though they have to do what the professor says because of this relationship, because they don't want, to be found out or whatever, all that stuff, whatever. Y'all know what it said. But at this point, bitch, when David said, practically, you're damn near going to be done, okay, at this school once you get off this stand. I said, wow, this is crazy. I said, God damn, Carrie, you should have just said, fuck it. And let me tell you why I said Carrie is the villain. Because when Carrie was up there talking to Tariq up in that dorm room about Lauren, she didn't want to take the stand, right? She said, well, that's Lauren. She was like, you really gonna risk going to jail over, Lauren? You really gonna risk that? Basically threw Lauren to the fire like, oh, so you don't want that girl to testify? You gonna risk yourself by saving her and just, I said, what the fuck, Carrie? Now, I thought you cared about your students, but you basically was like, go ahead and throw that bitch to the fire. I don't care. Save yourself. Or you really gonna say you gonna really sacrifice yourself over Lauren? That's basically what she said. I said, wow, Carrie, you are the villain, bitch. You gotta go home. I said, Miss Carrie, I don't like that. So Monet and Lorenzo, they on the boardwalk or whatever. Well, they in New York. Coney, is Coney Island in New York or in New Jersey? Which one is that? Anyway, they at Coney Island, okay? Don't judge me. Either way, they just reminiscing. They having a nice time. At least Lorenzo, he just trying to judge and get a gauge where Monet is at. Because he was like, I already know that you had something going on. Like, you think it's a bigger picture or a bigger plan happening. Because that's what Diane think. So she has to convince him that everything is all to the good. Meanwhile, over there at Dante's house, you got Kane over there, and Dante is he's in a different headspace. All right, he's getting his guns and stuff together. And Kane was like, what's going on? You about to go to war or something? He was like, he to come from the school, you should always be ready. You never should, if you ready, you don't have to get ready, okay? And so Chef come up in there, and he wanted him to get the other guns, and he tried to open up the thing. Mind you, he got a whole bunch of attitude with Chef. And we never really saw him like this with Chef, okay? And Chef never really talked like that. And I was just like, what's going on? What's the beef between you and Chef, okay? So he go up into this room and try to put his thumbprint up in there, put the code, and the power goes out. And so at this point, I was like, oh my God, what's going on? So they got to go see what's happening or whatever. At first, Dante told Chef to go see what's happening. He was like, Kane, go see what's going on with the power. He's like, I told you. I said, oh. Mind you, Kane is playing it off because Kane know exactly what's going on. This is a diversion because eventually Kane gonna tell Dante this seemed like because Dante was like, what's going on? I see that look in your face like you know something or you not sitting right with something. He was like, this seemed like the same tactic that the GTG dudes they do. Okay, I remember going to war with them and they did the same thing with the power and all that stuff. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. Next thing you know, Dante get this phone call basically saying that they hidden the shipment. So he got this hangar where his plane and all this other stuff at that they was dropping off the shipment of merchandise, okay? And you got a couple of the GTG boys that was there. They hit the place, got the stuff, and then it was just a big ass shootout that was going on. So eventually them two got killed, okay? I think at least them two got killed, but they still got off with the merchandise, the drugs or whatever. And so Dante and Chef and Kane, they going out, all right? Because Kane I think he wanted to stay, but he left, and he left the door unlocked, okay? He left the door unlocked for Braden and them to get up in there, mostly Drew, okay? Braden caused a distraction. Braden gonna tell them, so do you think that we can get this done by 8ish? Because I got to get this van back to my mom by 8ish or something like that. I said, wait a minute, what? It is the mommy van. I said, what? Effie come there looking like a little schoolgirl. Effie done had so many different appearances this season alone. I said, girl, which one you are? You are a come chameleon. Okay. You come and go. Meanwhile, you got Guap up in there, and I'm just like, Guap, you just don't understand. This is your last days, okay? So they finally get out the car. Braden is distracting the man at the front desk, the concierge at the front desk, trying to make it seem like he's this online player, losing thousands of dollars, and he's gonna sue the place if he don't get the money back, get the power back because he can't play his PS5 or whatever. And so he's distracting them from that so that Drew can go ahead and sneak upstairs. And Drew gets into the place. Meanwhile, Effie distracts a security guard by saying that her grandmother, failed during the blackout or whatever, traps her into a secret room, another room or something, took her keys and all that. Drew gets up there and, he goes through the storage room or that place where he had the ring at. Okay, finds the bag. They got the money, find that ring, took that, and in the midst of that, he hears somebody coming in because Dante told Chef to go back. Okay, Dante showed Chef to go back to the crib and get some more guns or whatever. Baby, before Drew got up in there though, him and Guap was walking up the stairwell. Okay, Guap talking about some, you really cool or whatever, y'all really be out here doing that thing and all this stuff. And he giving Drew mad props. Not realizing that Drew don't give a fuck about him. Drew still pissed at him. Drew about to take him out. Had the nerve to say, I'm gonna reward you with these gold teeth and this money or whatever. Now, at this point, Drew smiled up in his face like everything is cool. Guap goes walking in front of him. And then all of a sudden, he was like, I mean, you ain't have to give me the money because the money was mine anyway. And he turned around. Drew got the gun pointed at him. And my whole thing is this. Why in all these shows and movies, when somebody is about to take somebody out without notice, why do they have to do a speech? Why do they have to talk and hesitate? Just pop that nigga and it would have been done. Drew, you just got shot in the shoulder, whatever. You overexerting yourself, okay? Because now Guap got up on you, know that you finna shoot him. So now his defense is finna be up. Of course, he finna tackle you. They go fighting up in the stairwell. He hits his arm or whatever so that he can drop the gun. Next thing you know, one getting kicked down the stairwell, back getting fucked up, punching people in the face until Drew choked the nigga out. I said, damn, Drew, you are really impressing me. You doing it for the fam. I like it. Okay, you can be gay and you know how to fight, bitch. I said, I know that's right, Drew. Drew didn't have to take that man ring like that. Drew didn't realize that he took his mama ring. Meanwhile, Drew was stuck up in there because Chef came up in there, bitch. Chef came up in there and he was getting all them guns, right? Drew hid up into one of those rooms, and when he finally turned around and looked at what was going on, baby, why was he in the rooms full of goddamn guns? And I was like, oh my God. I got so scared because I was like, Chef is about to come up in there. Mind you, he just texted Kane and was like, somebody's in here, what the fuck? And at this moment, Kane rolled up in there. I said, how far is it from the airplane hangar to the condo for Kane to get there as quickly as he did in New York? In New York? Okay. And so he ran up in there. He was like, Chef. Dante said, Mecca said, he needs you to come on down there, whatever, some shit. And he was like, what? He was like, because we finna go get them GD cheese, okay? GTGs. And he was like, he ain't tell me nothing, so you sure about this? Go ahead, nigga. I was just like, whoa. So while they doing this, Kane started this whole distraction just to get, what's his name, out of there. Okay, to get Drew out of there. Imagine when he was at the hangar, Diane was trying to call him. Okay, Diane up here trying to call everybody. Diane does not know nothing that's going on at this point. And I was just like, oh man, I'm just waiting for Diane to drop her secret. Okay, I said, Drew, you literally escaped by the skin of your teeth. And then that diamond went to that diamond ring went to Tariq, and Tariq gave it to Davis, okay, to cover his fees for right now. I said, ooh, this don't make no sense. Dante is about to be pissed. It is about to be war, okay? Baby. Okay. I don't even know why I laugh like that. Just know that I ain't see a half this shit coming. But I'm glad at the end of this stuff that what happened. Baby, Diana, girl, you might as well count your days, okay? And you gonna have to be looking over your goddamn shoulder, all right? Because they was sitting at this dinner. What is it about the dinner table that all the tea wants to get spilled, okay? Listen, as soon as Lorenzo came home, I just knew Diana was just gonna be some shit, okay? Diana was not taking Monet's shit at all. She didn't cook dinner for everybody. Everybody kikiing about the food or whatever. Next thing you know, Monet asking her where she was at, because Diana was like, where the hell y'all was at? Drew saying that he was at the game. Diana said, I went to Zeke's game just like I said I was. She was like, no the hell you didn't, okay? Because, and this is why, because here comes Zeke. I said, God damn, Zeke, you so... Okay, we gonna have to teach Zeke. Listen, pick up on the terms, pick up on the cues. Okay, if I say I was at your game, just say, yeah, I was at your game. You know, yeah, I seen D or whatever. Like, you're supposed to catch up. You know what I'm saying? But this fool said, I ain't see y'all in my game. I ain't see y'all in my game. What's going on? And she was like, I mean, I couldn't sit at the same seats that I used to sit at. Man, you should have told me. Then I just tell coach that, you know, we get this fixed. I was like, oh, okay, see. But at this point, all of a sudden, shit just got left, okay? Monet basically told her, bitch, you fucking lying. Okay, you was over there fucking Tariq. You know, you went to court with that nigga's Tariq. Okay, and she was like, all right, so if you want me to say that, then bitch, that's what it is. But let's not be sitting here like I'm the only one that got secrets, because everybody up here lying at this damn table. Kane, bitch, your ass was the one that cut the goddamn drugs with sugar, okay? And he was like, so that's what we really gonna do, D? He was like, hell yeah, that's what we gonna do. Lorenzo was like, so you really gonna try to take out your people like this? You was trying to, you know, sabotage the connect and make yourself to connect or whatever? He was like, hell yeah, okay? Because I'm supposed to be the one that's in charge. I'm showing you what I should do, okay? But you keep on hyping up Drew and everything, and he ain't even ready for this. It's supposed to be me. And that's exactly why it's supposed to be Drew, because you do too fucking much. I said, ooh, 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 oh my God, what is going on? What is happening? Next thing you know, okay, all of this stuff is going on. They talking about who this, who that. And next thing you know, Monet was like, you up there at that school so that you can go up there and you can fuck around with Tariq. Or no, they can't put her out there like that. It was like, you fucking with Tariq? That's what you doing? You fucking with Tariq? And even Lorenzo was confused about that. Lorenzo said, we didn't raise your ass to do no shit like that. And here go, Diane said, I ain't the only one that's fucking somebody that I ain't supposed to be fucking, okay? Mama, who the fuck is Dante that you been fucking? She was like, you little bitch, I beat your ass. Baby, they had to hold Monet back, okay? They had to hold that bitch back because she was about to bring the fuck out of Diana's neck. I said, oh, bitch. She said, you done got besides yourself, little bitch, okay? I said, bitch, I ain't never heard somebody call their daughter and these mama go back and forth and call each other bitches like this. I was just sitting here like, oh my God, I could never. Like, my soul would be so hurt if my mama called me a bitch, okay? I mean, she said it with so much vitriol. And I said, oh, shit, okay? Listen, at this point, you know, she pissed off. Lorenzo like, who the fuck is Dante? She was like, she lying. And she was like, oh, I'm lying? You the one that's been lying the most, okay? You been lying the biggest out this bitch, okay? Listen, come on, Zeke, especially about Zeke. And he was like, what you talking about? Zeke, sit your dumb ass down. Now, see, at this point, Diane even got frustrated with Zeke and was like, damn, nigga, 2 + 2 = 4, okay? What's going on? What you talking about? He lied. She lied. What she lied about? It was like, Zeke, because that's your mama, bitch. And it was like, what you talking about? Because you was born, I called the hospital, and they ain't had nobody born in no 2002. Bitch, they had the baby born in 1998. And I said, what? Mind you, Diana had put it out there saying, bitch, she using you to get up out the game, okay? She was going to use you, get you up in the NBA game, and feed up off your shit. That's what she was going to do, okay? That kind of pisses Zeke off. But then this part, and she was like, you not 19, you 23, okay? Bitch, Lorenzo was a little bit too quiet for me. I said, Lorenzo, get your ass up and say, bitch, what the fuck? Okay, I was waiting for him to go the fuck off. Baby, Lorenzo kept it intact. I think he was just trying to take it all in. He was like, bitch, this is the shit that was going on ever since I was gone? What the fuck is this? Baby, Zeke was like, huh? I said 19 to 23, and this motherfucker is acting dumb like a 19-year-old. I said, oh my God, he is a grown-ass man, and I said, wait a minute. I said, now, Monet, you fucked up. Now, Monet, I would, but girl, I can't help you, okay? Because you lied about the boy's age, and then here go Kane. So you mean I ain't your firstborn son? I said, no, nigga. No, okay? It's not about you at this point. We on Zeke, dumbass. We gotta catch him up because he not getting it. Zeke is in his feelings, and it's understandable. Bitch, Diane put the birth certificate out. I said, oh, Diane. Baby, at this point, Lorenzo said, this is what it is. This your son? It was like, who's the father? I don't think she said anything. And at that point, Lorenzo said, get out. I said, he said, get your shit, get out. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. And the way that she was looking, she was like, bitch. And I just felt so bad for her a little bit, but then again, I didn't, because I said, bitch, you should have went on ahead and told his ass the truth yourself. Okay, somebody was going to spill the beans. Bitch, I thought Dante was going to tell Lorenzo. I really did. I did not expect Diane to do it, even though when you look back, it was building up, so I should have fucking known, okay? But damn, next thing you know, we see Kane. I said, oh, Diane, you might as well just go into witness protection, because this lady is going to take you out, okay? Kane up there with Dante. They done took out all of the GTGs, okay? And at this point, they was like, we couldn't find the shipment or nothing. It was like, it's cool, but now it's time to take out the mold. Mind you, Chef is right there, and I'm looking. He took his knife out. You know, Dante is one of them fancy knives and whatever that, you know, you open up and you play with it. It look all cute or whatever. And he was doing all this. I was like, oh, you know, I'm mesmerized by it. And I'm like, oh, he finna take Kane out. Then that don't make no sense. Next thing you know, he split the fuck out of Chef's throat. I said, wait a minute. Now, he wasn't the main character, but I like Chef. I like Chef for his voice alone. And I said he was loyal. And this is why you had this tension against him? He said, oh yeah, he was the mole. I said, what? The mole of what? The mole right there. You talking to him. What's going on? All right. Meanwhile, Carrie at her place, right? She get a phone. She get a text message from the dean saying, hey, Carrie, could you come in a little bit early tomorrow? Bitch about to get fired, okay? Also, she get a text message from Zeke saying, can I come see you? I said, oh, no, Zeke, don't do that. I said, look at Carrie ass. Next thing you know, right when she listening to the, reading the message, she get a knock at the door, and it's Monet. And it was like, is Zeke here? I said, what the fuck is you being over here for? She was like, no, I haven't seen Zeke in a minute. We haven't really been communicating like that. I said, you gonna lie and say that you ain't been communicating with her? You just got a damn text message from him. And it was like, I mean, you know, she said, yeah, all of a sudden just, you know, vibing with each other. You know, my life just got ruined. You know what I'm saying? I just got kicked out, just lost my whole family. She was like, yeah, my life just got ruined too. Lost my job, lost my career, lost everything, all in the span of a few hours. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, why? Over because they found out that you was fucking with Zeke? It was like, I mean, no, not really, but I'm just saying. And she was like, you know what? Zeke ain't been here. As long as he know that he got you, that means I'm lose him for real. And I said, bitch. The way she said that shit, and they cut, I said, Carrie is about to die. Carrie is about to die, okay? Monet had it out for that bitch since she saw her. Carrie is about to die. And I said, that's why, because it's a motherly instinct. Like, you're not going to be taking advantage of my son. And I said, she know her son kind of slow. Anyway, next thing you know, they cut to this whole scene with Braden, you know, recapping everything to Tariq, what happened and all this stuff. And Effie, all we got to get out of this is Effie never saw it for Lauren. Effie already knew Lauren wasn't meant for Tariq. Tariq really did want to protect her and want better with her, but, you know, it went the other way. Tariq kissed her. I said, what the fuck? Now, Tariq, you fucking Diane, you fuck Lauren, then you just fuck Diane like last episode, and you got Diane up here thinking that y'all a thing, and y'all really not, and now you finna fuck around with Effie, and you talk about something, I thought you said don't get attached. She was like, I think I am. I said, Effie, now come on, girl. Now come the fuck on, girl. So next thing you know, you and Diane finna be fighting? Like, girl, we ain't got time for this. Not over no Tariq. The nigga ain't even got no car. Okay, up in New York, and you ain't even got no goddamn car. You be walking everywhere. What the fuck? He don't even take Uber. Bitch, at least I take a Uber. Next thing you know, bitch, we see Zeke ass walking up some steps to go to Carrie place. Baby, he opened up the door because the door was already unlocked and slightly ajar. Okay, he opened up that door. He looked in. Carrie. Next thing, let me tell you something. For somebody who already been charged and wrongly accused of a murder, if I see somebody that I fuck with, that I wasn't supposed to be fucking with, I see that their door is open, Let me wipe this down. And let me turn right the fuck back around. First of all, I'm not touching any doorknobs. I'm turning right the fuck back around and I'm going out. Because you're not about to catch me up in nothing else. But no, Zeke had to look in and open up the door a little bit wider to see Carrie. Trigger warning. She just hanging. I said, now, Monet, how you get the bitch up there? Who helped you? Ooh, I guess when you piss the fuck off, you get some strength, okay? Or did you put that bitch up? You tell that bitch to do it herself. Now, see, you a cold-blooded bitch if you made her hang herself, okay? Girl, I said, they had her just... I said, oh my God, and this is how y'all gonna end it? You know, on the one hand, that's fucked up. On the other hand, bye, Carrie, bitch. Now, how the last 2 episodes gonna go? Oh my God, you guys, that was power. This episode was good as fuck. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it, and I will see y'all later. Peace.